Hello little friends, today we are going to make some fun and easy paper crafts together. My name is Jay, and I am so excited to see what amazing things we can create with just some paper, scissors, and our imaginations. We are going to have so much fun folding, cutting, and decorating. Look at all these colorful pieces of paper I have. I have red, blue, yellow, green, and so many more. Which color is your favorite? We can use all of them to make our crafts super bright and happy. It's going to be a wonderful creative adventure, and I can't wait to get started with all of you. Are you ready to make something special with paper? I know I am. We're going to transform these flat pieces of paper into boats that can sail, flowers that can bloom, and even animals that can fly. It's like magic, but even better because we are making it ourselves. Get your crafting hands ready, wiggle your fingers, and prepare to be an amazing artist. We'll go step by step, nice and slow, so everyone can follow along and have a great time. Let's make this the best crafting day ever. I'm so excited to see what you create. Before we begin our super fun crafting journey, we need to remember one very important rule. Some of our crafts might need scissors to cut the paper, and scissors are very sharp. Make sure you have a grown-up to help you with scissors. Your grown-up can be your mom, your dad, a grandparent, or another adult who can help keep you safe. Safety is the most important part of having fun, so go ask your grown-up to join us, and then we can start making our incredible paper creations. Okay, is everyone ready? Let's go! Our very first craft is going to be a wonderful paper boat. Wow, look at this piece of paper. I'm going to use a blue one, just like the color of the big wide ocean. What color will your boat be? You can choose any color you like. First, let's take our piece of paper and lay it flat on the table, just like this. See? It's a rectangle. A rectangle has 4 sides, 2 long sides, and 2 short sides. Let's get ready for our first fold. Okay, little sailors, are you ready? Let's fold the paper in half. We're going to take the bottom edge and bring it all the way up to meet the top edge. Make them kiss. Mwah! Then use your finger to press down and make a nice straight line. This is called a crease. Look, now our rectangle is smaller. You are doing such a fantastic job. Folding paper is so much fun, and you are a natural at it. Now we have our folded paper. The folded part is at the top. Let's find the 2 top corners. Here's one, and here's the other. We are going to fold these corners down to meet in the middle. Let's do the first one together. Take the corner and fold it down, down, down until it touches the center line. Great. Now let's do the other one. Fold the second corner down to meet the first one. Look, it's starting to look like a triangle on top. Wow, look at our shape now. It looks like a little house with a triangle roof. At the bottom, we have 2 little flaps of paper. Can you see them? Let's take the top flap and fold it up, all the way up, against the bottom of our triangle. Press it down nice and firm. You're doing so well. Let's count to 3 and do it together. 1, 2, 3, fold. Perfect. Now let's flip our whole project over. Just like flipping a pancake. Now we can see the other flap at the bottom. We're going to do the exact same thing. Let's take this flap and fold it up, up, up to meet the other side. Press it down nice and hard so it stays. You are an amazing folder. Look at what we've made. It looks like a little paper hat right now, doesn't it? This is the tricky part, but I know you can do it. We're going to open up the bottom of our hat. Put your thumbs inside and gently pull it open. Keep pulling until it makes a new shape, a square. Wow, it's like a magic trick. Now we have a diamond or a square shape. Make sure the corners are nice and pointy. You are doing an amazing job following along. We are almost there. Let's take the bottom corner of our square and fold it up to meet the top corner. Just the top layer, like this. Press it down. Now let's flip it over one more time, and we'll do the same thing on this side. Take the bottom corner and fold it all the way up to the top corner. We have a small triangle now. It's so neat. This is the final, most exciting step. See the 2 corners on the side of our triangle? We are going to gently pull them apart. Pull, 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 and pop. Look, great job. You made a boat. It has a little sail and a bottom to float on the water. Vroom, vroom, splash, splash. Your paper boat is ready to sail on an imaginary sea. You did it. Next up, we are going to make something so beautiful for our garden. We are going to make paper flowers. Flowers are so pretty and they come in so many different colors. For my flower, I think I will use this bright pink paper. What color is your flower? You could make a red rose, a yellow sunflower, or a purple violet. The choice is yours, little gardener. Let's get our colorful paper ready to bloom. First, we need to make the petals. To do this, we are going to fold our paper like an accordion or a fan. Let's take our paper and make a small fold at the bottom. Just a little one, like this. Now flip the paper over and make another fold of the same size. Then flip it again and fold. And flip it again and fold. We're going back and forth, back and forth. It's like the paper is doing a little dance. Keep folding back and forth until you've folded the entire piece of paper. Look at what you have now. It's a long, skinny folded strip. It looks like a little caterpillar, inching along. Squeeze it together in the middle. It's so neat to see all those folds we made. You are doing such a wonderful job with this folding. It takes a lot of patience, and you are doing great. Now we need our grown-up to help us for just a moment. We're going to take this folded strip and fold it exactly in half. Find the middle and bring the two ends together. We can ask our grown-up to put a little staple right here in the middle to hold it all together. Or you can use a pipe cleaner and twist it around the middle. This will be the stem of our flower. Thank you, grown-ups. Look at this. We have a stem and two folded sides. Now for the magic part. Let's take the top side and start to fan it out. Gently pull the folds apart, spreading them up and around until they make a circle. Wow, look at that. It's starting to look just like a flower. Let's be very gentle so we don't rip the paper. You're doing it. Now let's do the other side. Fan it out just like we did with the first side. Spread all those beautiful folds until you have a complete round flower. Oh, it's so pretty. You can gently pull the layers of paper apart to make your flower look extra fluffy and full. Each fold is like a delicate petal. This is one of the prettiest flowers I have ever seen. What color is your flower? Mine is pink. It looks like a beautiful carnation. You can even take a green crayon or marker and color the pipe cleaner stem to make it look like a real flower stem. Maybe you can even draw a little leaf on it. That would be so creative. Your flower is so special because you made it with your own hands. You did a wonderful job. You can make a whole bouquet of these flowers. Imagine a vase full of red, yellow, and blue paper flowers that you made. It would be the most beautiful bouquet in the world. You can give one to someone you love, or you can decorate your room with them. Your paper flower is ready to brighten up the day. Great work, little artist. Are you ready to make a new friend? This friend has beautiful wings and loves to fly from flower to flower. Can you guess what it is? That's right, a butterfly. We are going to make our very own paper butterflies. I'm going to use this lovely yellow piece of paper for my butterfly's wings. Butterflies are so colorful and magical, just like our crafts. Let's get ready to make something that can fly. For our butterfly, we need 2 pieces of paper. We will use one for the top wings and one for the bottom wings. Let's start with the top wings. We will fold this paper just like we did for our flower, back and forth like an accordion. Make a little fold, flip it over, and make another fold. Keep going until the whole paper is a long folded strip. You are becoming a pro at this. Now let's take our second piece of paper for the bottom wings. We are going to do the exact same thing. Fold it back and forth until it's another long folded strip. Now we have 2 folded paper strips, one for the top wings and one for the bottom wings. You are doing such a great job with all this folding. Next, we need to connect our wings. Let's take our 2 folded strips and pinch them in the middle. Place the one for the top wings right on top of the one for the bottom wings. Squeeze them together right in the center. Now we'll take a pipe cleaner. I'm going to use a black one for the butterfly's body and twist it around the middle of our 2 paper strips. Twist it nice and tight. Once you've twisted the pipe cleaner, leave the 2 ends sticking up at the top. We can bend the ends of the pipe cleaner to make them look like the butterfly's antennae. Boing! Boing! Butterflies use their antennae to help them feel and smell. Your butterfly is starting to come to life. This is so exciting. Now for the best part. Let's gently fan out the paper wings. Start with the top wings, spreading the folds apart to make them big and beautiful. Be very gentle. Wow, look at those wings. Now let's fan out the bottom wings too. Spread them out so your butterfly is ready to take flight. Your butterfly looks like it's ready to flutter around the room. But wait, something is missing. Let's draw some eyes. We can use a crayon or a marker to give our butterfly a happy face. Let's draw 2 little eyes on the pipe cleaner body and maybe a little smile. Now our butterfly can see all the beautiful flowers we made earlier. You can also decorate the wings. Add some polka dots, stripes, or swirls with your crayons. That looks amazing! Your butterfly is so unique and colorful. Look at its big, beautiful wings and its cute little antennae. You can make it fly by holding onto its body and fluttering it through the air. Whoosh! Flutter, flutter. Maybe your butterfly wants to go visit your paper flower. You are such a fantastic creator. You made a beautiful butterfly all by yourself. Huzzah, huzzah, it is time to become royalty. We are going to make our very own paper hats or crowns. You can be a king, a queen, a prince, or a princess. What will you be? For this, you will need a big piece of paper. A piece of newspaper or a large piece of construction paper works perfectly. I'm going to use this big piece of white paper so I can decorate it later. Let's get ready to rule our craft kingdom. First, let's fold our big paper in half. This is just like we did for our paper boat. Take the bottom edge and bring it all the way up to meet the top edge. Make a nice strong crease along the fold. Now we have a big folded rectangle. You are doing an excellent job. Every king and queen needs to know how to make their own crown. And you are learning how right now. Now, with the folded edge at the top, we are going to fold the top 2 corners down to the center, just like we did for the boat. Fold the right corner down, and then fold the left corner down. They should meet in the middle and make a big triangle shape on top. It looks like a giant pointy mountain. Great folding. You are a royal folder for sure. Look at the bottom of our hat. We have 2 rectangular flaps, one in the front and one in the back. Let's take the front flap and fold it up against the bottom of our triangle. Press it down firmly. This is going to be the brim of our hat. You are doing so well. This hat is going to fit you perfectly because you are making it yourself. Now let's flip our hat over. Be careful, it's big. On the other side, we have the second flap. We are going to fold this flap up too. Fold it all the way up to match the other side. Press it down to make a good crease. And just like that, you have a hat. You can open it up a little bit at the bottom to put it on your head. Wow, you look like a king or queen. Or maybe a brave pirate or a ship captain. This hat is amazing, but right now it's a little plain. Let's decorate it. This is where you can get really creative. You can add stickers, draw jewels with crayons, or color it your favorite royal color like gold or purple. I'm going to draw some red and blue gems on my crown. Let's get our crayons and markers and make our hats look spectacular. You can draw stars, hearts, zigzags, or anything you want. This is your special crown, so you can decorate it any way you like. The more colorful, the better. You could even glue on some sparkly glitter if you have some. Just remember to ask your grown-up for help with glue. Look at your finished hat. Wow, you look like a king or queen. Put it on your head and look in a mirror. You look so royal and important. You can wear your crown all day long while you play. You did such an amazing job creating and decorating your very own royal hat. All hail the little artist. You rule. Now it's time for a craft that can go on and on and on. We are going to make paper chains. Paper chains are so much fun because you can make them as long as you want. You can decorate a whole room with them. For this, we will need lots of colorful strips of paper. I have red, orange, yellow, green, and blue strips all ready to go. It's going to be a rainbow chain. First, we need our grown-up to help us cut our construction paper into long strips. Each strip should be about as wide as your finger. You can make them all one color, or you can use all the colors of the rainbow like me. Having lots of strips is the key to making a super long and amazing chain. Thank you, grown-ups, for helping us get our strips ready. Let's start with our first link. Take one strip of paper. I'll start with a red one. We need to make it into a circle. Put a little bit of glue or a piece of tape on one end of the strip. Then, bring the other end around to meet it and press them together. Look, you've made a loop or a circle. This is the first link in our chain. Now let's make the chain grow. Take your next strip of paper. I'm going to use an orange one. Before you glue it into a circle, you have to slide it through the first loop you made. Just thread it right through the middle. Now put some glue on the end of the orange strip and connect the ends to make a second loop. Look, the 2 loops are linked together. We're on a roll. Let's add another link. My next color is yellow. Take a yellow strip, thread it through the orange loop, and then glue the ends together. Our chain is getting longer. Can you count the links? We have 1, 2, 3 links so far. You are doing a fantastic job linking these circles together. It's so much fun to see it grow. Let's keep going. What color comes next in the rainbow? Green. Let's take a green strip, loop it through the yellow one, and glue it shut. Now we have 4 links. Our chain is really starting to take shape. It looks so beautiful with all the different colors. You can make a pattern, or just pick your favorite colors as you go. How long can you make your chain? Let's add a blue link and then a purple one. Keep adding more and more strips, linking them one by one. You can work with your family to make an extra long chain that can stretch all the way across the room. It's so satisfying to watch it get longer and longer with every strip you add. Look how long your chain is. Wow! Hold it up and see all the beautiful colors you linked together. You can hang it on your wall, drape it over a doorway, or use it as a decoration for a party. You did such an amazing job cutting and linking and gluing. You are a master chain maker. Let's count all the links one more time. You are incredible. Phew, all this crafting is hard work. I'm getting a little warm. I wish I had something to cool me down. Oh, I have an idea. For our last craft, let's make something that can make its own wind. We're going to make a paper fan. It's super easy and so useful on a warm day. I'm going to use this cool green paper like a big shady leaf. What color will your fan be? Guess what? We are going to use a skill we have already practiced today. We are going to make accordion folds. Do you remember how we did that for our flower and our butterfly? We are experts at this now. Let's take our piece of paper and make a small fold at one of the short ends. Then flip the paper over and fold it back the other way. Let's keep going. We'll fold it back and forth, back and forth. Make a fold, flip it over, make another fold, flip it over. It's like a little paper workout. Make your folds as neat as you can. The neater your folds, the better your fan will work. You're doing such a great job. This is the last time we have to do accordion folds today. So let's make them the best ones yet. Keep folding until you have folded the entire piece of paper. When you're done, you will have a long, skinny strip with lots of folds in it, just like before. It looks like a little paper spring, doesn't it? Bowing, bowing. You have worked so hard on your folding skills today, and you have gotten so good at it. I am so proud of you. Now take your folded strip of paper and hold it at one end. Pinch it together tightly. This will be the handle of your fan. You can even wrap a little piece of tape around the bottom to make the handle extra strong and easy to hold. Ask your grown-up if you need a little help with the tape. A strong handle makes for a fantastic fan. Are you ready for the big reveal? Hold on to your handle and let the other end of the paper open up. Spread the folds out with your other hand. Look at that! It opens up into a beautiful wavy fan shape. It looks like a seashell or a beautiful leaf. You made it! It's so simple and so clever. Now let's test it out. Hold your fan by the handle and wave it back and forth in front of your face. Can you feel that? It's a breeze! You're making your own wind. Isn't that cool? Ah, that feels so nice and refreshing. You can make a fan for everyone in your family to help them stay cool. You did it! You made a working paper fan. You can fold it back up when you're not using it and put it in your pocket, and then open it up whenever you feel warm. It's the perfect craft for a sunny day. Your fan looks wonderful. You are such a brilliant and creative crafter. What an amazing job you've done today. You did such a great job making your paper crafts today. Look at everything we created together. We made a boat that can sail the 7 seas, a beautiful flower for our garden, a butterfly that can flutter and fly, a royal crown fit for a king or queen, a super long and colorful paper chain, and a fan to keep us cool. I am so proud of all the hard work and creativity you showed today. You followed the steps so well, and your creations are absolutely wonderful and unique just like you. You are a true paper artist. Show your crafts to your family and friends. They will be so impressed with what you made all by yourself. You can tell them all about the folding, cutting, and decorating you did. Maybe you can even teach them how to make their own paper crafts. Sharing your art is a wonderful way to make other people happy. You can decorate your room with all your new creations and make your very own art gallery. Your space will look so colorful and fun, all thanks to your amazing talent. Thank you for crafting with me. I had so much fun folding and creating with you. I hope you had a wonderful time too. Keep practicing your art and using your incredible imagination. There are so many more things we can create together next time. Keep smiling, keep creating, and remember that you are an amazing artist. I can't wait to see you again for our next adventure. See you next time, little